Here we are. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. First video, so you're gonna have to bear with me. So let's preface something real quick. You might be wondering why my hair looking all ashy, right? I just made this post on my Instagram saying that I think people need to not make excuses of putting something off until whenever times are better, or just doing something later and doing it now. I got the motivation to do this video now after getting a comment from one of my homegirls from back in the day. Hey girl, on one of my pictures saying that I should do a video about energy healing, spirituality, spiritual healing. So I got the motivation to do this video right after I did this clay wash in my hair. So y'all don't have to bear with me. The curls are going to be popping, so that's really all that matters. Let's get started. We just gonna have a conversation. I'm doing this series 4T, talking through the trauma, and it's basically just gonna be us talking through the trauma and cleansing our energies and just cleansing ourselves of all of the stuff that we really don't need whenever we're trying to be better people. I think the first thing that makes sense with this talking through the trauma series is to identify what I believe trauma is and just explain the definition of that word to me. What is trauma? So that's a real loaded question. I think this is a good spiritual definition to what it is to me. Trauma to me is anything, whether it be an event, a feeling, or a situation that blocks positivity from your life, which causes a great deal of damage to your developmental growth as a child, as an adult, just as a human being in general. I think that this trauma can be anything as minor as going to get your hair cut or going to get a hair trim and then walking out with a cut. Like, I think that could be a traumatic situation for some people. I think a one-off bad interaction with somebody could be another example, like a minor trauma. A medium level could be like a toxic relationship, a bad relationship, and I think something that's more major is, sexual abuse, or just like childhood neglect. So I think trauma can fit anywhere on that spectrum, and it looks different for all of us. Some traumas do more damage than others, just because different scars affect all of us differently, and I think that in turn damages our energy, and I think our energy is connected to our emotions, our actions, and just our existence as people. Which I think is the reason why it's so important to heal your energies, heal yourself, and get past these traumatic situations so our existence can be more pure. We can be more pure, which comes through in our emotions and the way that we react to situations, just everything about us. Even just like your vibe, your demeanor, I think is a lot better when you confront and deal with those traumatic situations. So I'm going to try to give y'all an example that I think most people can understand as to a traumatic situation and how it affects you on an emotional standpoint, and how it affects you as far as your actions and how it affects you in the process of it. So here's an example. I'm going to paint y'all a picture, right? So say you are in this exact moment. You are a very confident person. You're a very loving person. You give your all to everyone. Everyone has nothing but good things to say about you. You're very expressionate in the person that you are. So if you want to wear your hair with clay, if you want to go outside with clay in your hair, if you want to dye your hair purple or red, that's just, you just going to do what you want to do. And you attract people because you're so confident. Everything about you is just so lively. And this is without even intentionally thinking about it. This is just the type of person that you are. So one day you meet this guy and you kind of feel like something is like, your gut feeling, which I'll probably do another video on at another point, is telling you, nah, you good. But something about him is just so charming, and you're attracted to him. So you start dating this person, and throughout the relationship, there's different issues all the time. One day he tells you, I don't like your hair red, I don't like you with that clay in your hair. I don't like you dressing the way that you dress. And it doesn't even have to be harshly. He doesn't even have to say it in a harsh way. It could be a way of, and this is specifically, he found you this way, but this whole relationship, he's trying to warp you into a different person. So you're with them, and they're telling you, I don't like these things about you. Mind you, you were this way before they even came in your life. As far as your confidence, you go out and talk to people. They're telling you, I don't like whenever you talk to people, so you can't go nowhere. I just don't like how friendly you are. These are the things that attracted this person to you. So you change everything about yourself in the course of this relationship. We're gonna say this relationship is 2 years long. You change everything about yourself. You only wear your hair straight now. You only wear black now. You don't talk to people because you know it makes him uncomfortable. You go to work, you come home, you don't do anything, you leave your time, you eat the same way he eats because that's what he wants you to do. You do everything that this person wants you to. So it comes time for you all to, you know, break up and end this relationship. You end this relationship and you're left being a different person than who you were. You started off loving, you started off confident, you started off flamboyant in the person that you were, and at the end of this relationship, you're very dull in your self-expression, or if anything, you don't care about your self-expression. You lack the confidence, your self-esteem is low because the whole time you were together, he told you you weren't good enough for him, for the world, and you just are left a different person because you weren't being true to yourself and living true to who you were the whole relationship. I think this is a good example of a traumatic situation that you need to heal from. And I think this is one of those situations, regardless of man or if you're a man or if you're a woman, that we all can identify with to an extent, especially when it comes to romantic situations where you're left from a relationship or you're left from dating a person where you're not the same no more. You don't pay attention to what that has done to you. I think you start to venture off from your spiritual journey and you just wandering and your existence is not being fulfilled. You're not living a whole life. So now I want to talk a little bit about how to start your journey of healing, healing spiritually, or just healing your energy and just shifting your energy. I'm probably going to do like multiple videos on just like cleansing energies and just getting your head in a better space. But I want to start just giving a little example while we're here. So I think what I'm doing, this is a form of me healing with multiple traumas that I have in my life. A form of healing, I think, is talking and sharing with other people, because you might not know like that trauma that you went through and who it has made you become. You can help someone else with that information, and then through helping them, it helps you get back to a better you. Another very important thing of starting your journey to healing really is just to call attention to what is happening. So you can't, and this, I think a lot of times people go through this with the whole example of a toxic relationship again, or even childhood abuse, sexual abuse. This comes up too. You act like there's no correlation between that situation and who you are now, or you say, this is just the way I am, even if it might not be. So if you were this person before this, and now you have become jaded, or just really hurt and don't really know how to deal with your emotions based off of the situation, you need to venture down a healing journey. You need to start healing yourself. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really hurt anybody else for you to be hurting except for yourself. Because nobody else is really going to care about you hurting except you. And in the long run, I think if we all try to really heal ourselves and get past the trauma that we are trying to deal with in life, and we all would be a lot better people. We would all be a lot nicer people. Another way to begin your healing journey is really just to actively think about who you want to be. So essentially manifesting who you want to be yourself. So if I don't have confidence, I don't have self-esteem, I'm going to tell myself I have confidence and I have self-esteem. And you have to fake it until you make it. Another thing that's very important in healing is forgiving other people, which is very hard. So actively forgiving people that have hurt you. And the most important person that you have to forgive is going to be yourself. So for me, it has been the hardest. I think I'm still working to forgive myself for a lot of situations that I've put myself in. But I think that's the most important one. And that's going to be a continuous journey that you're going to go through for the rest of your life. But that's really important. So yeah, this is just like a little, like I said, impromptu getting my own feet wet because this is really different for me. I gotta edit this because I've been jumbling, flipping all over all my words this whole time. But I think it's just important to start this, get a community going. And yeah, if you all got any questions or anything you want to hear me talking about, let me know. Drop down some suggestions. Alright, y'all. Thank you for visiting my channel. Like I said, first video out, so. Well, yes. Thank you for coming. Alright. The next episode, here we go.